Hello, and welcome to an episode of Drinking the Kool-Aid. This is a comedy podcast dedicated to the mysterious. My name is Cassidy.
My name's Amanda.
And it's November, everybody.
It's November.
Ain't it crazy?
No shave November.
No shave November. I'm growing my stash out. You should get yours.
Not be shaving my legs. Not that I do often anyway, but I just want you guys to all know that I will not be shaving my legs.
It's so funny the things like when you get older that you really like don't even consciously kind of stop doing. Like when I was younger, I used to shave my legs like every other day.
Same.
And now sometimes I'll be like, ooh, girl, I can't even remember. And I'm wearing shorts. Mm-hmm. I'm wearing dresses. It's not even that like, oh, it's just because I've been wearing only jeans or only leggings. Like, no, they're out and about. See,
I'm not. I'm only wearing pants.
Yeah. Oh, I never wear pants.
Yeah.
Basically ever. I'm not wearing pants right now.
But I feel like I'm hairier than you.
My legs are hairy and it's dark hair.
Are they?
Yeah. Especially on like my shins.
I remember one time, I think it was last Christmas when I was, remember? Okay. I'm sure our listeners remember when I was like really going through it last fall and winter. I know they remember.
Probably. Yeah.
They have to.
To me, I'm like, when are you not going through it a little bit?
Yeah. But last year, come on, you remember the bleached hair incident?
I do.
2024.
I do.
Okay.
And then we fought one of our biggest fights. We fought about Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Yep.
And we did it on live so everyone could see it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was a really fun time in my life. But I remember I just didn't want to shave my legs like for months. And I was sitting on the couch with my husband and he thought I was wearing fuzzy socks.
Stop.
And he was like, oh my God, I was literally petting them like they were socks.
And you were like, okay, maybe it's time.
And I said, I guess I need to shave my legs. So, you know,
good times.
Sometimes that just happens.
Good times.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited for the weather is allegedly supposed to get a little chillier next week.
Allegedly.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Had a great Halloween. Happy to be moving into Thanksgiving.
Your favorite holiday.
My favorite. I love Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And yeah, that's about it for me.
Wow. Pretty great time.
Went to a really good restaurant last night with our friends Liz and Kyle.
Yes. What kind of restaurant was it?
Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had like sushi and sashimi and stuff, but they also had like yakitori, which is like the grilled skewers.
Yeah. Because I was seeing the pictures and none of that looked like something I would eat.
The meat, like the grilled skewers, were fucking incredible.
Okay.
I would have ordered 10 more of them, but everybody else wanted to try like more dishes, obviously, because it's kind of like shared stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, we could just get more skewers. And they were like, no, we want to try this. And don't get me wrong, everything was amazing. Like we had like this shishito pepper dish was like eggplant and shishito peppers.
Ooh.
And with like this like miso sauce. Like it was so good. Like miso ponzu sauce. And everything was amazing, but I was just like, maybe just like throw on a few more of the skewers.
Yeah, I just would have been like, I'm ordering those.
Well, I already did.
Oh.
I already had 2 orders of them. Oh. And everyone was like, no, let's try something else. And I was like, yeah, let's try something else. And everything else was really good. But I just was thinking about those skewers, baby.
I don't know. If no one else is paying my meal, I'm just going to be like, yeah, can I get 10 more orders?
Well, we were
those?
just splitting it even because we were just splitting everything. So I couldn't be like, hey, I'm going to have everything. Okay, down the middle, right?
Meanwhile, you ordered $75
yeah, of skewers.
And Liz and Kyle are like, oh, yeah. And they would just say yes because they're nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, at this point, everybody knows who won the World Series. We don't know yet.
Oh, when is it?
Recording tonight.
It's tonight?
Tonight and tomorrow, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Tonight, and then if the Dodgers lose tonight, it's done. But if they win tonight, it goes to Game 7, which is tomorrow. Because we're recording this on Halloween, like on
we
the
are,
31st.
yes. It's Halloween for us, but it's not
for
Halloween
you.
for you.
Not for you. No.
Okay, so Dodgers versus who?
Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay. And it's both nights?
So it's a 7-game series. So it's whoever wins 4 games first.
Okay, but it's the same two teams.
Same two teams. Yep, because this is the World Series, so it's just them. Everybody else lost. Remember the Cubs were in it for a minute, then the Cubs lost.
So best 4 out of 7.
Yes. So it tonight is game 6.
Got it.
So if the Blue Jays win, because they're ahead by 1, they already have 3 wins. The Dodgers only have 2. If they win tonight, it's game over. But if the Dodgers win tonight, it'll be 3-3, and then so it's whoever wins tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction.
Okay. Lay it on me. I want to hear it.
I predict the Dodgers are gonna win tonight.
Okay, it's gonna go to game 7.
It's gonna go to game 7.
Are they gonna lose in game 7? Or do your predictions not go that far?
No, they do. But can you give me like what's like a normal like what are the normal ending points in a game?
Like a baseball game?
Yeah.
That's very difficult because there's many baseball games that end in like 3-5 or like 3-4, but then there's also games that end in like 10-2.
Sorry, there's a fly.
There is a fly
flying in front of my face, so I'm trying to swat it away. Okay, so we're not talking like in the 20s, 30s, 40s. We're talking like 7, 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I predict the Dodgers are going to be winning most of the game tomorrow.
Okay, game 7.
And then last minute.
Ooh, Blue Jays are going to take it from them.
Blue Jays are going to take it.
Wow. Okay. Ooh, I can't wait to see if you get this right. I'm going to be so astounded while I'm editing this.
If I got that right, someone better hand me $1 million
right now.
Because I don't know jack shit about anything.
No. It was actually on Monday, they broke the record for the longest baseball game.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. They went into 18 innings, which actually ties it for like the number of innings. But for the length of the game, it was the longest time-wise, or at least in the playoffs, I think.
And there's usually only 7 innings? 9.
9.
Okay.
But if it's tied, they just keep going and going and going and going.
Oh my gosh.
I was up until like 12:45 watching it.
I have been to a handful of baseball games in my day. And usually by inning 6, I'm like, I'm out. I gotta go.
The problem is they stop serving alcohol at inning 7.
Oh, that's annoying.
And so if it goes into extra innings, like think about it. If you're like getting a good buzz on, and then all of a sudden it goes to inning 18, and you're getting hungover.
That's rude.
Watching the game.
That's like actually rude,
right?
Like once you go into once you're like going into inning like 11, 12, open the bars back up.
At least have the people who come by with the beers.
Yeah. What are we doing? That's crazy. That is actually insane work.
Yeah, I was watching it, and my fiance used to vape, and they won't even let you bring a vape into the stadium. Like if you are like you go through a metal detector, if you are caught with one, they make you throw it out, right? And he was like, "Know what I'm thinking? There's people because like the game was like 8 hours long. He was like, there's people in there who have not hit their vape, and they probably hit their vape like every fucking 20 minutes normally, who have not hit their vape in like 8 hours and are also getting hungover because they haven't had a beer since the 7th inning.
Yeah, that just doesn't sound fun. Like it doesn't sound like a fun
But you can't
event.
leave. It's the World Series. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Like those tickets are so expensive.
I guess.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
I love baseball. I don't watch it as closely as I used to. Really, any sport I don't watch as closely as I used to. Like I'm bad at fantasy football now. I don't know. I think I'm just depressed, but sorry not to get into that. Nothing has like the same spark as it used to, you know?
Yeah. You know what? Just grow your hair on your legs out.
Just grow it out. Get your socks on for Christmas. But I do love playoff baseball. Like I love to catch a game and I love to go to the games, obviously.
Yeah.
And I love going to Dirtbags games. I'm really, really excited. We're getting a AAA team here in Long Beach. Hopefully the Regulators, fingers crossed.
One time for the Regulators.
Exactly. She gets it. But I love playoff baseball. It's so exciting.
The most funny thing that I had heard about baseball in the recent weeks was that in one of the World Series games last weekend, they, in the middle of the game, 5th inning, like during I think it was like a pivotal moment, if I recall, someone saying, they were like, and now the Jonas Brothers are performing. Did you not watch that?
No,
you didn't watch it?
About. I have no idea what you're talking about.
During a World Series game last Sunday, in the middle of the game, they were like, and now the Jonas Brothers are performing. I couldn't believe you didn't say anything to me about it. And they just literally brought them out in the middle of the 5th inning.
Brought them out where?
In the middle of the field to perform a song.
I don't think that sounds real.
I swear to God, I'm not crazy.
Oh, there was backlash.
Yeah, because they brought them out in the middle of the game.
Jonas Brothers 2025 World Series performance leaves MLB fans confused.
Yes.
Joe Jonas responds to the backlash.
So to my knowledge,
it was for the stand up for cancer thing.
Yes, but what people
Okay.
were upset about was that they were like, we're not upset that they performed for stand up for cancer, but it happened like in the middle of the game, like randomly.
Yeah.
Where they were like in the middle of doing something pivotal in the game, and they were like,
Well, no, it was the end of the 5th inning, so it was in between innings.
I don't know. All the backlash I heard was saying that the part that they had them come out was just so.
I guess the song that they sang, people didn't think it was appropriate.
Well, that song was like specifically for the cancer.
But there's like people, I mean, because I think people like hold up people who died. And
so did they.
But the name is like I Can't Lose or something.
Yeah.
And people were like, what the fuck's happening? It's based on what I'm reading right now on fucking ABC News. For the record.
That song was partnered with the Stand Up to Cancer or something, whatever. But that was besides the point. But what I had heard was people were more mad because it happened so randomly in the middle of the like 5th inning or something. And people were like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah.
And even the baseball players were confused.
I'm going to read some of the backlash. I'm going to guess that I didn't even see this part because I was obviously not at the game, so I was paying attention. But they said, sorry, this isn't the Super Bowl. There's no halftime show. So ridiculous. Somebody commented on the MLB Instagram post. Why? Was anyone else completely confused by the halftime concert at the baseball game? I mean, just why? You stopped the game for a performance? ? This is so funny.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I was waiting and waiting.
I watched this game. I just didn't even see this.
Yeah, I was waiting for you guys to mention it, and nobody did. And I couldn't believe it. And I was like, wow, the one time that the Jonas Brothers spark some controversy in baseball and no one's even bringing it up.
I didn't even see it. Whenever I see that shit, like they're doing the stand up for whatever, like that's my cue to be like, go to the bathroom or like go get a drink or like make some food or whatever, because what am I going to do by watching it? You know what I mean?
Wow. The one time this has to do with me.
It does seem that people that were just, if the Blue Jays lose, it's entirely on that weird Jonas Brothers performance in the middle of the game. They do be dressing though.
Yeah.
Like they dress cool, like very effortlessly
they
cool
look
outfits on the Jonas Brothers.
Good.
Wow, that's so funny.
I know.
It was last Saturday.
Oh, it was Saturday. I thought it was Sunday.
Actually, I might not have watched that game. I'm trying to think.
It's the only time.
Oh, apparently it was tied 1-1, and they did their annual Stand Up to Cancer tribute. Players left the field as the stadium's giant screens lit up, and fans, athletes, and broadcasters held up signs bearing the names of loved ones impacted by cancer. Most viewers expected play to resume immediately after the emotional moment, but instead, some baseball fans were caught off guard when the Jonas Brothers appeared and performed "I Can't Lose"
and that
from
song,
New Jersey Trio's "Greetings from Your Hometown."
And that song is very high energy. I can't lose when I'm with you.
I'm trying to watch the World Series, and they're doing a damn Jonas Brothers concert at the 5th inning.
Honestly,
said one commenter.
The one fucking time I wish I was at a goddamn baseball
a Jonas
game.
Brothers concert in the middle of a World Series pitchers duel. Thank you for honoring those who fight cancer. Here's the Jonas Brothers was not on my bingo card for the World Series.
That's what it was. Someone was like, it was like in the middle of a pitcher's duel or something.
Yeah.
That's what I had heard.
That's so
and
funny.
and everyone was just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Where were you when the Jonas Brothers saved the Dodgers? Because the Dodgers went on to win 5-1. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I literally didn't even see this.
See? Look, I know baseball stuff.
You know baseball stuff,
yeah,
for sure. They released a statement.
Because people were so
funny.
mad.
We are proud to celebrate our partnership with MasterCard in support of Stand Up to Cancer during such a meaningful moment at the World Series with a performance of "I Can't Lose" in tribute of this powerful campaign. As lifelong baseball fans, it's special to be a part of a moment where music and purpose come together.
Joe Jonas was responding to people's comments being like, who invited those guys?
Yeah, I saw that. That's very funny. Wow, a little Jonas Brothers controversy for you, kids.
Love it.
You love to see it.
Listen, as the #1 Jonas Brothers fan in the room, I still think that's pretty fucking funny.
You could probably say in the world and I would not fight you on it.
See, I wish I could say that, but I can't.
Because there's some real crazies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so real.
And I have met them and I have seen them.
And I am scared of them.
I am pretty terrified of them.
Speaking of being terrified, have you seen the videos of that $20,000 robot maid?
What?
I'm obsessed with it.
A robot maid?
Yeah. Or like butler, whatever. Just like a robot. It doesn't have a gender.
Okay. No.
It's the dumbest thing.
I'm so scared.
It's so useless. And it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Look at it like try to do things. I'm going to show you.
Wait, it can't even clean?
Huh?
It can't even clean?
Well, I mean, just like watch it try to do these things.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because it's not good at anything. Like it takes forever. Sorry, this is it trying to close the dishwasher door.
That's just what I look like trying to do anything.
After an edible and 3 glasses of wine. Like, look how long it's taking it to do that.
That's a robot.
Okay, so they did this whole interview with the guy who created it, right? They're like, you can put a down payment. They're going to be selling them next year. There's this robot, right? Wait, there's a twist. There's a crazy twist ending. There's a crazy twist ending.
Oh my God.
So they're like interviewing this freak of nature who created this thing, right? Like one of those weird tech bros. And they're asking him questions like, what if the robot like decides to kill me? Like, what if I'm sleeping and the robot decides to pick up like my coffee table and smash it on my head?
Oh my gosh.
And he goes, any appliance, if it decided to, could kill you. Girl, the appliances aren't making decisions is really what I'm getting into.
What?
Like my refrigerator can't decide it wants to kill me. Right? Like he said decide. So meanwhile,
no,
okay,
I'm
they do this whole thing where like they do a whole like demonstration. And one of them is like this guy and he's like drinking out of a mug of tea or whatever. And he goes, the thing's name is Neo. He's like, Neo, can you take this into the kitchen for me? And like Neo walks over and like really slowly takes it out of his hand.
And smashes it on his head.
And walks it into the kitchen and like puts it in the sink, right? But it takes him forever to do anything. It's super slow and like really like jerky, right?
See, to me, that would just make me more annoyed. I would be like, oh my God, I'll just do it myself.
I'll just do it myself, yeah. Or like this one girl's like, I'm working and I can't get out of this Zoom call. And so I go, hey, Neo, can you bring me a water? And it takes Neo a minute and I have to go 10 steps, open the fridge, grab a bottle of water and bring it over to her.
Oh.
And then obviously it goes to load the dishwasher. It loads 3 things in the dishwasher. And then we'll post the video on our Instagram and on the YouTube of it trying to close the dishwasher.
It can't close it.
It cannot do it. It literally looks like a drunk toddler, like squatted down trying to close this dishwasher.
Oh my God.
And so I'm like, well, I guess that's like still kind of crazy. Like a robot's doing all of this. No, it's a guy in VR in the next room controlling the robot. The robot's not even doing it itself.
Wait. What?
Yeah, it's a fucking guy in a VR using like what we used for when we did the VR escape room, but he's controlling the robot.
Wait. Okay. So what the fuck is $20,000?
Well, he's saying by the time it's actually ready to go next year, it'll be autonomous. But like,
oh,
I don't believe you.
So you're showing people how this thing works and it's not even doing it on its own. Oh my gosh.
Literally.
That's fucking crazy. But at the same time, how do I get the VR suit to control a robot to do things?
I want to do that.
Hilarious.
Obviously.
We need to do that.
Obviously, I want to do that.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, why would I ever trust when I bought this robot that it's not some guy in a VR suit in that they like hired in some country,
oh my God,
walking around and that guy could absolutely decide to kill me.
100%. He could absolutely go grab a knife and stab you in your sleep.
And you know how poorly rich people treat actual human being staff. Imagine how poorly they would treat the robot staff.
I mean, here's the thing. If you are rich enough to, and evil enough to purchase something like that, then maybe
the odds be ever in your favor.
Maybe, just maybe. I'd be like, you know what? If it happened to kill you,
to each their own. Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
What are you gonna do?
That was a crazy turn of events.
Yeah. Oh, when I was, because I'd seen like clips of it, whatever, and I was like, this is the dumbest thing in the world, and obviously it's hilarious, and I can't wait to see all the memes that people that are smarter and funnier than me make about this. And then I finally watched like the entire interview.
Yeah.
And then when they do the reveal, so he has the robot sitting next to him. Like, let me show you this freak who invented this thing.
Please. Also, that robot is so scary looking.
He's so scary. So scary. Look at him. Look at him clean. He can't crack a walnut either. I don't know why they tried to make him crack
think that's
walnut.
a person in a suit. I don't even think that's a robot.
Like, look at him go.
Cassidy.
That's the guy controlling.
Oh my God.
Like, what? What?
It's literally just VR. That's crazy.
This is the guy who created this.
Oh, I hate him.
Yeah. Oh, he's
But
the
also,
worst.
I'm sorry. Look at the robot. That's a little boy in a suit. Tell me it's not. That's not a robot.
I'm scared of it.
That's not a robot. That's a little boy.
You guys need to stop whatever you're doing and Google this Neo the humanoid robot.
If you're driving,
pull over.
Pull over.
It's that important. Be late to work. It's that important. Oh, you can buy it for $20,000 or you can pay $500, $499 a month, $499 a month.
Oh my God. Perfect.
God almighty. And then people are like, I don't know why everyone keeps making jokes about guillotines. I'm sorry.
Man, we're doomed.
Oh yeah. Humans literally like consistently have every opportunity to make life better and like use technology in like proper ways to like, so people could have shorter work weeks, right? And people in poverty wouldn't have to live in poverty because we do have like these autonomous and, ways that things could work that would make life easier for everybody, right? But instead we've used it just to make like the 4 worst dudes you've ever fucking met in your life so rich that it actually melts their brains and makes them even worse.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah. We need to put an end to that.
We got to just unplug the internet.
We do. Well,
I'll just let you guys know where we'll be every Wednesday, and you can show up and clap when we talk.
I was actually thinking about this earlier because I was, I don't even know. I was like watching like some video about the 1800s, and I was like, it is so crazy how people just did things and like went places back then. Like, if I'm like, hey, Cassidy, I'm going to go to this other town for 2 months, you have no fucking idea what I'm doing. You don't know if I'm dead.
Sometimes I think about like how like letters got places back then.
Right?
Like people were sending letters like across countries, right? And they would get them. They would get these letters.
Yeah, but they would get them like 2 months later.
No,
and what if
I'm
by the
just
time
saying,
you
like,
get my letter, I'm dead?
I know, but what I'm saying is like I just can't believe that they even officially, because like how would you even know where to go? Like, hey, could you drop this off in this town at this house to this lady? And it's like, sure, I'll ask around. You know what I mean?
How? I can barely get places with my GPS. How the
Oh,
fuck?
you would have died. You'd be dead. You wouldn't have made it. You wouldn't have made it into adulthood if you were born in any other era.
I mean, I would have obviously, gotten like typhoid fever or something. So
Yeah, clearly.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, you would have gotten typhoid under your fingernails and then picked your nose, and then you would have died.
Exactly. Exactly. No, but like if I think about it like too hard, like any time before like cell phones and the internet, it really just
I've got bad news for my story today.
Oh, fucking damn it.
No, that's why I try not to use my maps, because like it's one of those things like if you don't use it, you lose it, like type things. And I like to know where I am going and like to know that I can get places without my phone.
Did I ever tell you about the time?
Especially because my phone be dead a lot.
That is true. That is true.
I've been better about it recently.
Yeah, you better be. But one time my friend from Belgium came to stay with me, and I took her to a mall that was like 2 hours away from my house once. A year later, she comes back to visit me. My phone dies. So I'm like, oh no, my GPS, I can't get to the mall. She directed me there.
That's how I am. If I've been somewhere once, I can get there again.
I was like, what type of genius Like who? I can't get anywhere. I couldn't.
Oh, girl, I know.
I can't. I couldn't even get to my job for like a year without my
I know.
GPS.
Still recently, you asked me where the 710 is.
Yeah.
And it's literally a block from my house.
I know where it is, but once I get on it, I don't know exactly what to do from there.
Yeah, see, like I can get anywhere. Like I can get to North Hollywood without looking at my GPS. I can get to downtown LA. I can get to Santa Monica. I can get anywhere.
Well, some people were just built different.
Like
the robot. Okay.
Once again, it's one of those like if you don't use it, you lose it type things. Like you have it's a muscle. Your brain is a muscle.
Yeah. Well, then you would have strived in the 1800s.
Oh, hell yeah!
Get back there.
Hey,
get in a time machine and go.
No, fuck you. I'm staying right here, bitch. No, that's a one thing I pride myself in my direction skills.
Well, I can't say the same. So
listen, there's a lot of things that I'm bad at. That's why I'm like, I have to have this one thing that I'm good at. Yeah.
Well, I support you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Want to know some other people who support me?
Yeah, just you?
Just me.
Okay.
They said it. Actually, they started a group chat without you and told me all of it. Just kidding. But how about we welcome some of our patrons?
Yeah, that really hurt my feelings, but it's fine.
So welcome to Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Welcome to Jennifer M.
Hello, Jennifer.
And welcome to Emily R.
Hello, Emily.
Thank you guys so much for joining our Patreon. We hope that you are enjoying all of that amazing bonus content that's been coming out this month. I'm not kidding you. I don't think we've ever had a month where we released more stuff.
Probably not.
Yeah. And we have now, at the time of listening to this, we have Amanda's Creepypasta, which is a fun read of a new creepypasta that she found that really scared her. So she did a little dramatic reading of it for you guys. I'm going to be having one coming out probably this week or next week. We also have our discussion about Perfect Neighbor.
Yes.
With Kadra from Perplexity podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We have our discussion about the true crime cases. We have tons of vlogs and videos that are on there from the Halloween season. So if you're feeling a little nostalgic for Halloween already, jump on it.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we released so much stuff this month.
As we should.
Yeah, and we're going to be releasing more this month. So jump on it.
Jump on it.
And we had our special shot of Kool-Aid with our friend Steven, which is just a chaotic discussion. If you wanted to know what it was like to hang out with us.
So chaotic.
Like that's literally like listening in on a conversation with the three of us. Yeah. When I was editing it, I was laughing so hard because I was like, oh, you really have to like us to be interested in this.
100%.
Because it was like just us finishing each other's sentences, talking over each other.
Because I think we forgot that we were recording.
Well, yeah, we got excited. We got overexcited.
But that's what Patreon is all about. So you have to like us, but
yeah, if you're iffy on us here, you don't want to be on Patreon.
That is so real.
Because that's just me being honest to you. I did want to say thank you to Asher.
Hi, Asher.
Who bought us some beers and said, buying you beers to celebrate me calling off for the first time because I'm scheduled a 12-hour overnight shift on Halloween.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, nothing important. I'm just a welder with the little finger painting emoji.
Well, yeah, you should not be working that late ever.
Screw that. I'm staying in and passing out candy and then getting drunk and eating leftovers and watching scary movies with my wife. That's right. That's what you should be doing.
Oh my gosh. That is
happy Halloween, ladies.
Literally the best.
That is literally the best.
And you deserve it, Asher.
Oh, and I forgot I also had a fuck you that somebody sent me.
A fuck me?
No. Like a fuck you, like somebody wanted, instead of like a good shout out, they wanted me to say fuck you to someone.
Oh no.
Wait, I had to find the message. It was
I'm scared.
funny.
To someone that listens?
No.
Okay.
Just like somebody who fucked them over. It was a boy who fucked them over.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what's happening?
Oh, they changed it.
Oh, great.
I know.
Courtney wanted me to say a special fuck you to Tyler. Apparently you're a twat waffle. So
a twat waffle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you done fucked up, Tyler.
And you hurt Courtney's feelings, and we love Courtney. So there, I said it.
Don't you ever fucking come up here and hurt one of
hurt Courtney's feelings.
One of our cool kids? You're going to hurt one of their feelings.
Not on our watch.
Not on my watch.
Well, Courtney, I hope your day got better after that shitty interaction you had.
Yeah.
And just thank you guys so much for being a part of our community. We totally dig you. And I'm also going to remind you, this is your periodic reminder, if you are going to join the Patreon, do not do it through the Patreon app. Open a browser either on your computer or on your phone and join there. Otherwise, the iOS store will charge you extra. That money does not go to us. It doesn't even go to Patreon. It literally goes to Apple.
Mhm.
So if you are an iOS user, do not join the Patreon through the app. Do it on a computer or through the browser on your phone. And then you can download the app and log into your account afterwards to avoid that extra fee because it adds up.
Yeah, and Apple's already rich, so they don't need your money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of greedy corporations and greedy people, we know that SNAP benefits have ended for literally millions of people in the United States right now. And so we have been posting resources on our Instagram and on our private Instagrams as well. So if you are somebody who is in especially the LA area or Southern California, we're going to be obviously trying to specifically post about that. But if you need those resources, feel free to ask us or check out our page. Maybe we'll make a little highlight on our Instagram stories
absolutely.
on the page, just because we've been posting places that are giving out free food or areas that are collecting food. So if you are one of the lucky people who has the time or the money or the resources to donate to these things, that'll be right there. So you can do that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
And now on that note,
We're going to start.
let's get started.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let me open my little story here. I'm apologizing in advance because I am going to be taking you back
Oh, God.
to the 1600s.
16.
I know, I'm sorry.
How did they really ever get around then, you know? At least the 1800s, they had fucking wagons. I don't know. Did they have that in the 1600s?
Sure, they had wagons. I think the invention of the wheel predates anything we ever talk about.
Does it? I don't want.
Does it though? All right, so we're going to be talking about the Loudon possessions. What?
Good.
Why you say that?
No, I like the story.
Oh, okay. I was like, did you also cover that?
It's been something that I've been wanting to cover for a very, very, very long time. I never have.
So my sources today are The Collector, an article by Michaela Engelbrecht. And I just want to shout out Michaela. She has a degree in psychology and religious studies.
Oh.
And right now she's working on another degree. This was all in the bio on her little author's note.
Okay,
and so I was
Michaela.
we love to see a woman succeeding. So just shout out to Michaela. Your article was, first of all, really well written, very informative, and also fun to read. It
Wow.
wasn't just boring, you know?
I love that.
Also, my other major source was the British Psychology Society, an article by Craig E. Stephenson. He did not write what he was all about on his bio, so can't shout him out that much, but still happy for you.
Maybe you should have done that.
And of course, Wikipedia.
All right. I love how it's kind of rolling into Halloween still. We're still keeping the spooky vibes here.
I know I should have done this one for Halloween, but
I know.
whatever. What are you going to do? It actually happened around this time in 1632.
Ooh, okay.
So
take me back.
Yeah. So we're in Loudon, France. And I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I literally listened to 3 different ways to say it. Some people said it was Loudun or Loudon, but Loudon, France. That's the last time I'm going to say it. So there you go. In 1632. So on the night of September, the 22nd of September, in fact, of 1632.
Not the 21st of September?
Not the 21st. Don't get it twisted.
We were close, people.
So one of the newer nuns at this convent was lurking around. I don't know. I'm picturing we got a nightgown on, some sort of nun themed nightgown.
Yeah. I'm picturing like a white
Yeah. And
long
she's got one of those candle holders.
Oh,
a
yeah.
white candle, and she's lurking around. I'm picturing a lot of stone happening.
I'm really just picturing Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Or Nosferatu.
Exactly. Perfect. Just like that.
Okay.
So this is a convent of 17 nuns and 1 prioress. And most of the nuns were pretty young. So they were between the ages of 18 and 25.
What's a prioress?
It's not a priest, but the lady, the head nun.
I like that.
Top bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's lurking around and she sees something there in the hallway that terrifies her. As she's looking down the hallway, she sees Father Mousant, who is a priest, which wouldn't be that strange to see a priest in a convent, right?
Correct.
If it weren't for the fact that he had died 2 weeks before.
Okay, well, yeah, I would be a little fucking scared to see him.
So she scoots her little boot back to bed and is like, maybe I don't have to pee. Maybe I did just pee. I don't know.
I was going to say, you could just do what I do and just pee in my pants.
Yeah, she goes to lay on her fucking bed of hay or whatever the fuck they had back then. I don't know. So she rushes over there and then I'm sure sleeps with her sheet over her head.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'd be doing.
Of course. You know nothing
Shaking,
can get you.
Breathing weird. There's no lights to turn on. So she's just like in the dark.
You can't have your candle under your sheets because it's going to catch on fire.
So she waits until the sun comes up. And the second the sun comes up, she rushes over to the head sister, the prioress, who is Jeanne de Agnes. And she, of course, reports what she saw. She was like, sister, I know, I'm sorry. I know this sounds crazy, but I saw the dead priest roaming the hallways. So the young nun is expecting the prioress to tell her, no, it's fine. You're probably just still grieving. Candlelight can be deceiving. You might have seen somebody else walking around. It could have been anything, right? And so she's expecting to get like calmed down and told that everything's going to be okay. But the only thing that the head sister can say is, I saw him too.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
So this first sighting seems to set off a string of strange sightings in the convent. Nuns alleged to see black orbs following them around and coming into their room and like floating through walls and stuff. They also reported full skeletons ambling through the hallways of the convent.
Ambling through.
Yes.
Like trying to like walk through.
Oh, like they're walking around.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
No.
And during this time, there was actually an outbreak of the Black Plague in town. So the convent was quarantining while the disease outside killed around 3,700 people of the 14,000 residents of the town.
Wow.
So it was like a lot of stuff was going on.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me.
Yeah. So by October, because like I said, this is like the end of September-ish. By October, things have escalated extremely. First, the nuns began to experience physical blows from unseen forces. They reported that it felt like being slapped, punched, and even kicked. The nuns themselves began to exhibit strange behaviors, like whipping their heads around, uncontrollable fits of laughter when they were in like the house of worship, and bending over backwards and walking with their hands clasped to their ankles.
No, that's not okay.
Yeah, I'm talking like some real exorcist shit.
Yeah, that's like the exorcism of Emily Rose up in this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know that bitch is always backwards.
So the nun, always backwards.
Always.
Literally. Anytime I see anyone do a back bend, I'm like, maybe we should just, let's call it.
When she fucking walks down the stairs.
Yeah.
Doing a back bend.
We got to call it.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Just burn the house down with her inside of it. I don't know at this point, you know. So also the nuns would dart their tongues in and out of their mouths. And the color of the tongues was grotesque and covered in boils and sores.
Okay. There's something crazy going on at the nunnery.
So of course, this starts to get around town and it gets to higher ups in the church. And they sent over all these priests, and the first exorcisms were conducted on the 5th of October, 1632.
Exorcisms.
Yes. So people came from all over to try and get a glimpse of these possessed nuns. The exorcisms lasted for years.
Oh my gosh.
And during that time, the priests that were in charge of the exorcisms were able to ascertain some of the names of several demons that they said were inflicting this pain on the covenant or on the convent.
I'm going to guess Beelzebub pops up.
No. We have Asmodeus, Behemoth, Leviathan, Astaroth, and just the devil himself. Did you like that?
That was so beautiful.
But yeah, so Asmodeus, Behemoth, Leviathan, and Astaroth.
Where the fuck is Beelzebub?
That's your guy.
You would think he would be in there.
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub. But yeah, so those were the main demons, and then also the devil himself, allegedly.
Oh, well, I mean, listen.
I'm not trying to libel or slander the devil, but
Well, you better not.
allegedly in their opinion he was there.
If you don't mention that he was there, that bitch is gonna come knocking. And
He's here.
You don't want him to.
So the nuns would swear, bark, and shout at people who came to witness the bizarre occurrences. And this, of course, just kept getting spread more and more and more. That like people were sending letters to Paris about it, and people were like flocking by the thousands, which I'm sure was not great in a fucking plague-ridden town.
No, couldn't be.
I mean, I'm just saying though, if I was a demon and I wanted to kill as many people with the plague as I could, I'd be like, yeah, come look at me haunt these people and catch the plague. Right?
I mean, yeah.
It seems like a plan if you're trying to kill people.
Well, yeah, but then what if the devil's like, whoa, 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 that wasn't the plague, that was me. And he's getting overshadowed by the plague.
No, I'm saying like he's using the plague to his advantage. Like he's like, oh, this town is like fucking, the plague is fucking him up.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I know what to do. If I possess some fucking nuns, people are going to come from all over.
That's
travel into this little town.
That's true.
And spread the plague more.
Yeah.
Like, God and the devil work in mysterious ways.
You were going to say the devil wears Prada.
The devil wears Prada. The devil wears a habit. So, of course, this became such a public spectacle that leads to an investigation to what could have caused this mass possession, right? Like, this is the house of the Lord.
What do you mean what caused it? The devil?
Well, I'm saying like, yeah, but like demons they don't just like pop up. Like like something has to happen, right? Like that's what they're saying. Like there has to be something going on. These people are literally like godly women. They live in this fucking convent.
Okay,
who did this to them? What happened?
You did say that a lot of them were young, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe they're hitting puberty. They're going through changes.
No, they're older than that. They're all 18 to 25.
Okay. Well, sorry for trying to come up with a reason that the devil popped up.
Okay, well, I'm about to give you one.
Oh.
She's Louise. So they're like, somebody's doing witchcraft, clearly.
Okay.
Right? And so pretty quickly, word around town starts spreading about a Jesuit priest named Urbain Grandier.
Oh, okay. That's a sexy name.
Apparently he was very sexy.
That sounds sexy.
And rich. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get into that. So Urbain had been the head of 2 separate churches in the area since about 1617. And it was a very well paid and very loved priest who had worked in the area, like I said, for decades. And according to the little rumor mill around town, he had quite the reputation with ladies.
The priest?
Yeah.
They can't be fucking.
In fact, he was said to have slept with most of the town's noblewomen.
They're not allowed to fuck.
Girl, he's fucking.
Oh my God.
He's fucking. He had even written a whole book mocking the idea of celibacy for priests.
I mean, I agree with him.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to do it.
Too bad he's doing it.
Well, that's what God said.
God didn't say that. I've told you this before, that the reason that priests are supposed to be celibate is literally because it was a land ownership issue. They didn't want them to have wives, because then instead of dying and giving their land to the church, they would die and give their land to their family. But if they don't have families, then the church just gets to keep their land and money.
Tell that to God.
God didn't say it, Amanda. I've told you this. I've explained this on this podcast multiple times. That's the reason priests aren't allowed to fuck, or they're not supposed to fuck. It's because of greed and land ownership. Okay. Sorry. It just really annoys me because God didn't say that. Anywho. So yeah, he literally wrote a whole book mocking the idea of celibacy for priests. And he had even impregnated the daughter of one of his good friends.
Oh.
Who was the king's prosecutor.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
You're a bad friend too. Bad priest, bad friend.
But he was super handsome. He was known for being extremely handsome, extremely charming, an all-around good guy, other than like the womanizing thing, which I think is probably why all the women wanted to bone him. Like all this stuff was going on with the plague, he literally was like out in the streets, like feeding the hungry and giving money to the poor and stuff. He also took care of all of his younger siblings. He was the oldest of his family. He took care of all of his younger siblings and paid for his mother's life, like house and livelihood and whatever, because his father passed away, so she was a widow.
Okay, well, obviously, if he's doing all these fucking sexy things, like, yeah, I'm gonna bone him too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. You know what I mean? And he had also pissed off a really prominent cardinal by writing a piece of satire, kind of making fun of him for like the local news, basically.
Oh,
Yeah. So people in power were not happy with this man.
because he's fucking everybody.
He's fucking everybody. He's like he has like a lot of sway in town. People really like him. Like he literally impregnated this guy's daughter, and the guy was like, "We're still buddies. It's cool, chill, no problem."
Yeah, that one's a rough one.
She wasn't a child or anything.
Yeah, but like that's your friend's daughter.
I mean, it's not ideal. So there was also like a political situation going on. There was these I didn't really understand it because it's 1600 policies or whatever. There was like walls around the city.
Okay.
And as we know, like back then and still, I mean, today kind of too, like politics and religion were basically intertwined,
Yeah.
right? So there was like the Jesuit priests versus like the Roman Catholic or versus like this or whatever. So him, our boy,
Our hottie.
hot priest,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want to tear down the walls around the city.
Okay.
But the other factions did want to tear down the walls. And they were like, well, everyone loves this guy, hot priest.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's gonna side with him, and we want to tear down these walls.
Well, be hotter.
Sorry, be hotter.
Like,
The people in power saw this as a real, what we call in the business, win-win scenario for them.
mm-hmm.
They can point to somebody being the cause of this horrible possession that's scaring everyone in town. And they can also get rid of a political opponent who's been a little bit of a thorn in their side.
They're gonna
Recently.
blame hot priest for the possessions.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So after some quote unquote investigation is done, and they even bring hot priest, aka Urbane, like we said, to the nunnery to try and help with the exorcisms. And like basically they're like, see, he can't help with the exorcisms because he's the one who caused the possession.
Mm.
So he gets put on trial for witchcraft. They're like, he's a fucking warlock. He's doing witchcraft. He actually signed a deal with the devil and these demons, offering up the nuns in exchange for more power.
I mean, that would just make him hotter, but
And then they bring out a contract that they allege was signed by both the demons and him.
wait, really?
Yeah. Dramatic.
Like they brought out something?
Yeah. And they were like, see, he signed this. And then like
They forged
some of the
demon signatures?
that's gotta be fucked up. There's no way that's working for you.
That is illegal. You cannot do that.
And they had some of the nuns testify and be like, yes, I saw him do it. Even though the nuns he had never been in that convent. He'd never even met any of these nuns until like the trial started.
It's because they were too horned up.
They were horned up,
getting
hot priest.
pissed.
They were like, we can't fuck. We're nuns.
We're not allowed to fuck him.
Yeah.
So I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm horny and I'm sad.
I'm horny. I'm sad. My other priest died. I don't know. There's a lot going on. Actually, many of the nuns did refuse to accuse Urbane, and even more, like the ones who did testify against him ended up retracting their statements and were like, actually, like, I think I'm just getting like caught up in this fervor. Like that didn't happen. But at this point, it was too late. The townspeople had turned on him, and in all these charges against him, obviously, they decided that this was all the work of Urbain Grandier and his deal with the devil.
God, the townspeople in France really be like working overtime. Like, think about it.
There's no TV. There's no phones. Amanda, this is all they have.
I know,
This
I'm
is
just
all
saying,
the
like,
entertainment.
the townspeople in France also formed a mob to kill the beast in Beauty and the Beast. They also formed a mob to get the Hunchback of Notre Dame out. You know what I mean? Like,
not a phone in sight.
they're working
Just people
so hard.
fun. So he was found guilty, obviously, and was sentenced to torture and death.
Oh my God.
So first he was put in something called the Spanish boot, which according to my girl Michaela, love you Michaela, I'm just gonna quote you directly here because you describe it better than me. I don't know what to tell you. Is a torture device made of red hot iron vices filled with spikes that could break legs and feet. So basically like cranking to like break his legs and feet.
Why? Like, that is just over the top. Like, why are we doing all that?
People in medieval times loved to be torturing.
I know they
were all about it, actually.
And they love to watch people get tortured. Like, that is horrible.
Girl, there was no TikTok. They didn't have anything else to do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So during this time, during the torture that he endured, they did try to get him to admit that he was working with the devil, that he was practicing witchcraft. But despite all of the days and weeks and months of torture, he never confessed. He was like, I did not do this. You guys just want me dead because you don't like that I sometimes be fucking your guys' wives.
I was going to say, what if I put on like a red leather dominatrix outfit and I would be like, I'll go torture him.
But nobody can watch.
But I'm in a room with him with no windows.
No windows and no doors. Find a way out.
But I do have a whip.
You guys do what you will with that. There's going to be some noises. Okay. So I think you're horny.
I'm sorry.
So they tried to, like I said, they tried to get him to admit to it. He refused to. And of course, when the day came that he was finally set to be executed, he was promised, like all people about to be executed are, for a chance to speak, to make his last words.
Mm-hmm.
And also that he would be hanged before they burned him at the stake.
My God, they tortured him. They broke his fucking legs.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're gonna hang him and burn him.
Well, so like basically they're like, yeah, instead of burning you alive, like we're gonna do you the favor
Kill you
of
first.
just hanging you first, because that'll be fast, right? So,
and you don't even have any proof, guys, aside from this fake document signed by the devil.
Yes.
Okay.
They did say, according to Michaela's article, they did claim that there was a second copy of the document, but that was being stored in hell.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God. It sounds like a joke.
Oh, I know, but it's not. So Grandier was brought out in 1634. He did attempt to give his final words from the scaffold that they had put up in the town square, but the monks threw vast amounts of holy water in his face so that nobody could hear his last words. So we don't know what his final words were.
I hate all these people.
Then one of the people, his executioner, whose name was Lactance, which sounds like lactate.
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
The crowd was like yelling stuff because some of them were like, this is a scam, like whatever. So like everybody's like real worked up. And just so you know, there's over 6,000 people in this crowd there to see his execution.
Oh my gosh.
So people are yelling and whatever. And everybody's pissed off. He's supposed to get like his last rites read from a priest, but the priest literally refused to give him his last rites. Yeah. And before he can be hanged, he lights Father Grandier on fire.
Before
and the entire town, 6,000 people, watch him burn to death in pain.
This is so cruel.
I know. But this might have been a big mistake.
Why?
So after the execution, the possessions just intensified. They got worse.
Yeah, because he wasn't the fucking person who was behind it.
And how about this? In the month after the trial, the judge, the surgeon, and the priest who presided over the trial all died.
The judge,
the surgeon, and the priest all died within like a month.
I mean, I can't say that you didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
But
so obviously things are just escalating and escalating. They're doing exorcisms on these women like nonstop, basically, for at this point years. And that's when Father Jean-Joseph Sarin comes in to town to try and save his dear friend's life, because he was friends with the prioress that I talked about earlier, the head nun, head bitch in charge, HIB. HBI?
HBIC.
HBIC.
I wasn't going to correct you, but
I'm like, HEB, the grocery store. God, I'm so fucking stupid. It's crazy. Literally insane.
You were really dyslexic or something.
Girl, ain't that the truth? It's rough out here. It's rough. So he came to town. He's trying to save his friend. And he actually ends up pleading with the demons to release Jean d'Agnes. Angus. Agnes? It's spelled Anges. Angus, I guess.
Anges?
Yeah.
A-N?
Once again, dyslexic. I thought that said Agnes the entire time that I've been doing this.
Yeah, Agnes would be A-G.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so he begged with the demons to instead take him instead of his friend, to which they obliged. And in 1637, she was finally relieved of her demons as they entered our boy, Father Surin.
So he took the demons from her body and put them into his body.
Yes, like he was like, I'll exchange like me for her, like whatever, because she's gone through too much.
That's kind of nice.
And allegedly leaving 4 names inscribed on the palm of her hand: Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and Francis de Sales, or Sales, who was a French, what's it called? What do you guys pray to? Saint. Yes.
Why do you say you guys?
Because you're a Catholic.
I grew up Catholic. I'm not Catholic.
Yeah. So you've prayed to a saint. I never have.
I did pray to Saint Anthony when I lost something, and he found it.
I did just lie. Also, I also pray to Saint Anthony whenever I can't find a parking spot.
And what does he do?
He finds one.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
If there's any saint that I think might be
that I
real,
get behind, probably Anthony.
he fucking finds shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know.
He'd be working overtime.
He does.
So, of course, instead of going back and finishing her life off in a quiet, pious way like a nun should, she goes on basically like a press tour, showing her hand to thousands and thousands of people, including the King of France.
Yeah.
While Father Surin suffered for years with the possession, he attempted suicide multiple times.
Oh.
He was in deep physical and emotional pain, but he did live and continued to work as a writer until 1665.
So he was a writer, but he was also possessed.
Yes.
Okay.
So as time starts to go on,
tortured artist.
Kind of a tortured artist.
I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Tortured Poets
Society.
So as time went by, people did start having a lot of questions about this witch trial and about these possessions as a whole. So was there ever even a possession to begin with? Was this mass hysteria? Was this all an elaborate plot to get rid of Grandier and the nuns were just in on it?
You fucking bitches.
And it turns out, like I said, before the trial, none of the nuns had even ever met Father Grandier.
Yeah, but if the other fucking priests that are like their bosses or whatever, are like, hey, we need you.
Yeah.
Round up the troops.
Round it up.
They're probably going to do it.
Yeah.
Or, they're like, hey, nuns, look at this signed document from God. He signed it himself. Look right here.
Yeah.
It says God.
And they're not see the signature.
and God's telling you to follow us.
Yeah.
So
you have to do what we have to do what we say.
Yeah.
So this is now one of those cases that's studied as one of the ways that the witchcraft scare and witch trials in general were used for politics just as much as anything else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like actually, I do want to cover the Salem witch trials one day because
girl,
you would not believe the politics and land ownership reasons that the Salem witch trials even happened.
So that is definitely something that you're gonna do, not me.
Yeah, it's a big deep dive.
Yeah.
It's a big deep dive. But yeah, so here's my theory.
Okay, tell me.
I think possession, haunting, real.
Okay.
Bad vibes in the town.
Yes.
I think, like I said earlier, the demons were like kicking it around Earth, whatever, doing their thing, menacing people.
Yeah, of course.
And they were like, oh my gosh, the Black Plague is literally destroying this town. Let's get as many motherfuckers in this town as we can so that they can go spread the Black Plague elsewhere.
Right.
By creating this spectacle with these, possessed nuns.
Yeah.
I don't think Father Grandier was involved.
No.
But I think that the church decided to use this as a way to get rid of this political opponent who they did not like. But yeah, so that's my theory personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it.
What do you think?
I think that the whole thing was made up by the priests to get rid of him. And
it was
the nuns,
a plot.
Yeah, the nuns are in on it. Everything's fake.
Yeah.
But then, like you just said, because it is all fake and they literally murder this innocent man for no fucking reason just because they don't like him, then Satan's down there going, fuck you, and then kills a bunch of people.
Yeah. Or he's like, ooh, I love it. You guys are so evil. I'm going to come in and fucking...
Yeah, I'm going to stir some shit up.
I'm going to stir some more shit up.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he loves evil. He's Satan.
Exactly.
It's kind of like his whole thing.
He loves evil, but he also was like, hey, that man was innocent.
He loves just evil. Justice.
Justice.
He's
Evil
lawful
justice.
evil. But you know that like square thing where it's like lawful good, lawful neutral. He's lawful evil.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that is the LOUDON possessions and the horrifying political assassination, basically,
Literally.
of our boy,
Hot priest.
Hot Priest.
Yeah.
Also known as Father Grandier.
Yeah. Maybe they killed him because he was too hot. They were jealous because they were ugly.
Honestly, this is hearkening back to my story last week where it's like the worst thing you could be is sexy when nobody else is.
I don't know. I've heard that story before, and I feel like everyone is always like, oh, it's not real, but I didn't realize like why it couldn't, like it might not be real.
Oh, like the whole like conspiracy of it all. Yeah.
Yeah. But now I think I'm on board with it, that they were faking it.
All right.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, kids.
You heard it here.
Can you believe the holidays are already here?
I really can't. It's like it happened in the blink of an eye.
It really is. Now we're getting into the most stressful part of the holidays. Shopping.
That is right. One would say my favorite part.
But that's why we were just talking about how much we love the Cozy Earth's bamboo sheet set.
Oh my gosh, do we ever? They are so soft. I love sleeping on them.
They're so soft. I'm a really hot sleeper personally, and I feel like I hear that from a lot of people that they are. And these sheets stay so cool all night, and they're just like, I feel like the perfect thing to give somebody who who has everything.
When I first got these, I mentioned it to one of my friends, and the first thing out of her mouth was, oh my gosh, bamboo sheets are the greatest thing that's ever happened.
See, we were just behind on the times.
Where were we?
Apparently not in bamboo sheet land.
Well, now we are.
Well, they also have loungewear and pajama sets too. So if you love that very soft, cozy feeling, you like something that's a little airy, and you just want to look cute and cuddly.
I'm sorry. I was also perusing their website, and I saw the bubble cuddle blanket.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to need that for the holidays.
Amazing.
It's bubbly and cuddly.
But I like that you just like the name.
I do.
Well, Black Friday has come early at Cozy Earth. Right now, you can stack my code Kool-Aid on top of their site-wide sale, giving you an extra 40% off in savings. These deals will not last, so start your holiday shopping today. And if you get a post-purchase survey, be sure to mention that you heard about Cozy Earth right here on Drinking the Kool-Aid.
Wrap the ones you love in luxury with Cozy Earth. My turn.
Okay. I was like,
sometimes when we get back from like a little breaky poo, I forget how to speak.
You do be doing that.
I do, and I forget what I'm doing. And I forget that I have a podcast. So here we are. Today, I'm going to talk about the Berwyn Mountain Incident.
Okay.
And
the way you just said Berwyn sounded like you were trying to say Bowen, but you had a speech impediment.
No, I said it the way that they said it in the documentary. Okay?
Okay.
They said Bowen, and I'm going to say it like that.
Okay.
What do you want me to say? Berwyn?
Yeah.
I'm trying to say it properly.
You just don't have an accent.
I just want to be proper to the country, okay? My sources today were trulyadventure.us by Jessica Hatcher Moore, which was a very long and very detailed article on this incident. So thank you, Jessica.
Jessica, see, ladies be writing these articles.
See, Jessica
so
and
well.
Michaela killing it.
Those are my girls right there.
That's right.
Don't say shit about them.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
We're going to come after you. Then an article on medium.com by Matthew Track, the BBC News, and a 45-minute documentary by One Cloud TV on YouTube, which is where I heard Berwyn.
Perfect.
All right, so now I'm saying it like an American. Berwyn Mountain is located in northern Wales in the small village, and please forgive me, I'm going to try this one too, of Llandrillo. That's the only time I'm going to say it.
Listen, that's me every single time.
Yep.
Yeah.
The incident that we are discussing today took place on the evening of January 23rd, 1974. So it was about 8:30 p.m., and all the residents of the villages near Berwyn Mountain all experienced the same thing. On this evening, the postmaster of the village,
Ooh.
pretty good title.
Pretty good title.
Idris Roberts, he also lived in the village and he masted the post that was in the village.
He mastered the post.
That was also in the village. He's at home watching TV with his family when all of a sudden his entire house began to violently shake. Things start flying off the shelves. They start crashing onto the floor. And his son is on the verge of crying because he's so scared of what's going on.
Yeah.
Farmers, firefighters, and even police officers in all the surrounding villages ran outside after experiencing the same like shaking of their houses. Now, we live in LA, so we know that when there is an earthquake, you don't run outside. That is like not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stay inside.
Oh, really? I thought you were supposed to run outside.
No, you're supposed to stay inside because if you run outside, the lampposts and the trees and stuff will fall down. You're actually supposed to stay in your doorway.
Well, I know that if you're like inside and you can't get outside, you're supposed to be in the doorway or you're supposed to get in a tub or the bathroom, like somewhere, whatever. But I always heard you're supposed to run in the middle of the street.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I was always told no because the fucking trees and the lampposts and shit.
I guess.
Well, now we need to know. We
but
need
like
to figure
if
out
a
the
building's
truth.
going down, that sounds scarier than a tree or a lamppost.
That is why I heard always stay in the doorway. But anyway, these people, they ran outside. And one of the police officers that ran outside his house, he thought initially that the dam nearby had burst.
Ah, okay. That makes
Because
sense.
like it was so loud, there was an explosion. So he immediately jumps in his car and he goes down, like he's driving down the fucking hill or whatever to see if he can find out what's going on. And as he's doing that, everyone else in the villages, they're running out of their homes and they start congregating in like the village square. So as people are coming out of their homes, they all start looking up towards the sky as they see a fireball flying through the air up near the mountain.
What year is this?
1974.
Okay.
There was a group of people already up on the mountain because they were hunting rabbits that night, and they see the fireball like going kind of farther up towards the mountain. So they all start climbing higher and higher because they're trying to see where this thing has landed.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And if you guys have heard this podcast before and you listened to my Ann Hodges meteorite story, in that story as well, the initial reaction is, oh, this is a plane going down and crashing.
I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, so that is what all these people thought. Even though there was already like the violent shaking of the houses and then people came outside and then they look up and see a fireball. So I'm like, where would the explosion have been if...
Well, I mean, if it exploded and like part of it fell
like
to the
pieces
ground or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or if there was like an actual explosion, maybe like the reverberation of it shook it,
So that is what pretty much everyone thought at first. They think there's a plane that crashed and now people are really worried that there's people out there that need help.
Yeah.
As these people that are on the mountain are running up more higher to find the source of the explosion, police officers, they're jumping in their cars and they're starting to head towards the mountain because everyone's freaking out. Some police officers even knocked on the door of a teenage boy named Hugh Lloyd who owned a Land Rover. And they like knock on the door and they're like, hey, we're commandeering your Land Rover. Like hand over the keys. Because they needed like a big ass
To get like four-wheel drive.
Yeah. They were like, we need your wheels. We need to get up the mountain and we need to get up there fast. No, the kid who is a grown ass man in the documentary, he was like, I didn't even know what commandeering meant.
Yeah,
and
right.
I just was like, sure, you can have it. I don't care.
Like, okay, dude.
At one point, one of the members of the hunting group sees something in the sky and he cries out, "That's it!" And he points to a large flash of light that soon disappeared before he could even finish his sentence.
Ooh, okay.
So after several hours, like people are scouring this area. Police officers are there, firefighters are there. Like everyone is searching for the source of the explosion or where something crash landed, right?
Yeah. Just in case it was something that did have people
Exactly.
in it. Yeah.
And everyone in the villages, because this is now throughout multiple villages that are at the base of the mountain. So it's like 4 or 5 villages. They're all shaken up. They don't know what's going on. No one could determine the source of the explosion. It's been so long now that people are kind of like, okay, we're tired.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. And they kind of just accepted like, we're not going to figure this out by tonight. So everyone just retreated back to their homes.
Yes, I think that's fair.
And got a peaceful night's sleep.
Good night.
In the days that followed, tons of search efforts were made. The Royal Air Force was involved, scientists, journalists, and of course, UFO enthusiasts. They all came out. They scoured the mountains. They're running around all the areas surrounding it, and they find absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Not a fucking crash, not parts of a plane, literally nothing. So the Ministry of Defense, they determined that the night of January 23rd, there had to have been a 3.5 magnitude earthquake that occurred.
Okay.
As well as a meteor shower. So we have...
They're just like two rare things happened on the same night, you know?
Yep. They're like the source of the shaking, earthquake, the fireball in the sky, meteor shower.
Yeah, where
Heller,
like one or the other, you'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But like at the same time.
literally at the same exact time.
Like I feel like the chances of that are extremely, extremely low.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Just crazy coincidence that those two things would happen at the exact same time on the same night. But, that was that. Although a lot of the locals, they didn't fully believe that that's what occurred that night. There were murmurs around town. The chats were popping off. But when government officials say that that's what happened, you believe them.
Yeah. Especially in the 70s. What are you going to do? You can't like get on Reddit and be like, did anyone else see this?
They're like, the government said that. It has to be.
Yeah, there's no next door app.
Exactly. So years and years go by, and this British woman named Margaret Fry, she enters the chat.
Okay.
So she is a UFO investigator that had recently retired from one of those villages that I can't mention. Or retired to, sorry, not retired from. Retired to one of those villages in Wales. She's from Kent, England.
Kent, you could say.
Yes, she was from Kent. Actually, she was born and raised in India. This woman's actually kind of crazy. She's got like a really insane past.
Oh, really?
I'm not going to like get all
dive into it.
Into her life, but she fucking like harbored fugitives that like in India.
Oh, I love this woman.
Yeah, she has like this
I love her already.
Crazy life. And I was like, whoa, I could definitely deep dive into her. Not going to, but you guys should look her up.
And then she's retiring to the Welsh countryside.
Yes, and she's super into UFOs.
I'm trying to be just like her for real.
Yeah, and she retires to this like sleepy little village, right? So now it is July 1991. I'm almost born at this point. And Margaret, she's talking to one of her friends who is a nurse named Pat Evans. And Pat starts to tell Margaret about this strange occurrence that happened on Berwyn Mountain in 1974 on the night of the earthquake meteor shower combo. Like what?
Just your classic night.
Just your classic earthquake meteor shower.
Yeah.
Haven't you guys all experienced one?
Everybody has one.
Like
you know what
that.
I mean?
Duh. It happens all the time. So Pat says that she was in the kitchen around 8:30 p.m. and she was about to cook dinner, so she had her stove up on full blast. And her husband actually like walked by and made a passing joke, and he said, "One of these days it's going to explode," because she would always like crank it up to like full blast.
Got it. Okay.
And it was like shaking and shit.
Oh boy.
Well, only a few moments later, the loud explosion happens, followed by the earthquake. So immediately Pat screams out, "Oh my God, it happened!"
Yeah.
Like thinking that her stove just fucking exploded everywhere.
Yeah.
But after the shaking subsided and they realized like, oh, the stove is completely intact, like nothing happened to this, Pat, her husband, and their 2 teenage daughters run outside to see like what all the commotion's about.
What happened?
So like I said, Pat is a nurse and she calls the police station to see what's going on because she, at this point, she's also thinking, plane crash, hello.
Yeah. And she would need to help.
Exactly.
Nurse.
So she calls the police station and an officer answers and he's like, "Yeah, we've had tons of reports of an explosion of sorts. We're not sure what happened. Like we're trying to figure it out." And she's like, "Well, was it a plane crash?" And the officer goes, "We don't know. It literally could be anything." Okay. And she's like, "Okay.
Sure. Right. Okay.
Sure, Jan." So because she's thinking that a plane just crashed into the side of the mountain, she starts getting all her first aid gear together and she's like, "I gotta go see if I can help these people. Like they're probably in pain, obviously." And her 2 daughters were also like trained in first aid. So they're like, "We're going to go with you."
Yeah.
The more people that can help, the better.
Women.
Right?
I love women.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So the 3 of them head up to Berwyn Mountain with no idea what they're about to encounter. When they start heading up towards the mountain, they can see very clearly in front of their car a round reddish orange ball in the sky. So Pat stops the car, she pulls over, and the three of them are kind of just like staring at this thing, which is now in like full view of them. They said it had no windows and no doors as far as they could see. It was a sphere shape, and it had reddish orange lights on the outside that changed to yellow and white and then back to red.
Got it. Okay.
And it just was like hovering over the mountain. Pat even rolled down her window to see if she could hear anything, but all they heard was complete silence.
Interesting.
So there's no whirring of a machine or anything. It's just silent. They watched the object for about 10 minutes, and then Pat decided, like, whatever this thing is, they're probably not going to be able to help.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah,
actually.
and there's already, like, tons of policemen over there. There's firefighters. I think at this point, like, military trucks were pulling up.
I'm removing myself from the narrative.
So she fucking turns around and she goes home. She's like, we have our first aid kits and that's it. We're not here for this.
We're in over our head.
So Margaret, the one that she's telling the story to, she actually had her own UFO encounter when she was younger in 1955.
Okay.
Where like she's driving along, she sees a bright light, her car starts sputtering out, it loses power, like all this shit, right?
The classic
UFO encounter. And ever since then, she had become absolutely obsessed with UFOs, and that's why she became a UFOologist. So when she's hearing Pat's story, she's like, this is particularly intriguing to me because Margaret fully believed and had even researched like all these theories that UFO nauts, as she liked to call them, which are pilots of UFO spacecrafts, which are aliens, but she just called them UFO nauts. She claimed that they had the knowledge of when earthquakes would hit Earth, so that is when they would come down typically.
Okay.
So
we've seen stuff like that in other stories.
Actually talked about this before, I think. Yeah.
Where like with bad weather, like things that already are like disrupting humans and like confusing, just to like be like, okay, this is when we can like sneak in and sneak out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but you're going to tell me that aliens don't have a radar system that know exactly when an earthquake's going to hit?
They're aliens, guys. Shut up.
Of fucking course they do. Don't be dumb.
They know what the fuck they're about.
Yeah. So she had been researching this for years, and she's like, always has said, like, there's a direct correlation between earthquakes and bad weather and UFO encounters.
Yes. We've covered multiple stories where people see UFOs and whatever, like right before hurricanes or really bad storms or snowstorms and stuff like that. Like, yeah. And also things that, you know, happen to sometimes affect technology.
Always.
Yeah.
They always do. So when she hears the earthquake story and it matches up with the object that Pat saw in the sky, she's like, oh, yes, this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Locked in.
So she begs Pat to take her up the mountain to show her the exact spot that the UFO was hovering. And I thought this was really funny because in the article that Jessica wrote, she kept talking about like different qualities that Margaret has or like her personality traits. And she kept talking about how Margaret is terrified of heights.
Same girl.
So going up the mountain was like a really big deal for her. Like she
was dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She also said that Margaret was terrified of the ocean.
Gosh, it sounds just like you.
And never learned how to drive a car.
Oh,
I know.
I love this woman.
Literally your dream. So those are just some Margaret facts that I felt like everyone should know.
Hashtag Margaret facts.
Hashtag Margaret facts. We love her.
Not my mother-in-law, the other one.
That's right. We love her too.
We do love her.
So Margaret and Pat and a few other like UFO researchers, they go up the mountain and Pat is retelling the story. She's showing them the exact locations that like she saw everything. This is where I parked my car. This is where I saw the thing hovering over, all the things. So when Margaret gets home, she calls her boss, Jenny Randalls, who is the director of investigations at the British UFO Research Association. And Margaret relays the entire story that Pat Evans just told her.
Got it.
To Jenny over the phone.
Yes.
So Jenny's like, oh, I actually know all about the Berwyn Mountain Incident because right after it happened in 1974, like a few months later, I got a letter in the mail and it was from APPN, or the Aerial Phenomena Inquiry Network. and it had no return address. It was just a letter and a cassette tape.
Oh, interesting.
The letter stated that tall humanoid aliens were traveling by flying saucer and landed in North Wales on January 23rd, 1974. And Appin stated that they had a case report that they were willing to share with Jenny if she wanted to like publish it.
Got it. Okay.
Then she listened to the cassette tape, which she said was a strange melody of Nazi marching tunes,
Ooh.
excerpts from news broadcasts about UFOs, drunk-sounding Welshmen, and an American voice who claimed to be the supreme commander of Appin. And in the letter, they referred to themselves as a group of top-secret neo-Nazi alien human emissaries. Yeah.
Why do you got to be a neo-Nazi? Just leave that out.
Right. It's a little weird. So Jenny, she sees all this, she hears all this, and she's like, I'm not going to use any of this because she thought it was a little too strange.
Yeah, and also like anytime a Nazi sends you anything, you don't have to deal
I
with
think that was a big part of it. She was like, the neo-Nazi thing, I really don't want anything to do with this. So I'm going to
not interested.
I'm going to scrap that one. I'm going to throw that away and we're not going to talk about it again.
To quote a brilliant poet, Nazi scum, fuck off.
Literally, quite literally. But of course, you know, all these years later, while she's hearing the story that Margaret's telling her, she was like, holy shit, like everything came flooding back to her. And she's like, that was crazy. And she also claimed in the documentary, because she kind of brought it up in the documentary, that after she refused to publish any of that, that they were harassing her for like years.
Oh, really?
And like trying to like come after her.
Yeah, like, why are you not using this? We sent it to you. Well, because you're Nazis.
They're Nazis. So yeah, exactly.
Maybe don't be that. And then we can get back to you.
I would definitely say don't be that, probably. But now, because she's hearing a different story from a different source that's not a Nazi, allegedly, we don't know, Jenny decides to write an article on Pat Evans from Margaret's retelling.
Okay.
So something that Pat had allegedly told Margaret while they were up on the mountain, when Margaret was like really scared of heights, but she was like still writing everything down, was that when they were leaving the night of January 23rd, her and her daughters, they got stopped by military officers at the base of the mountain who literally told them, like, you better leave now.
Really? Okay.
Yes. So this was included in the article, obviously, because that's some tea. So after the article comes out, like a few weeks later, Pat calls Margaret and she's like, okay, girl, you need to write a retraction because I never said that. And Margaret's like, yes, you did. It's literally in my notes from the story. Like, you told me on the mountain. And she's like, no, I never said that. And that never happened. So you need to take it back right now.
Ooh, okay. Someone got in contact with her.
So Margaret starts freaking out because she's like, I am literally positive that she told me this information. Like, I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Why would I write it down if she didn't say that?
Yeah.
So in order to get her story straight, she contacts the other two researchers that were on the mountain with them that day that heard the whole story, right?
Yeah, to be like, hey, did I mishear this? Or Yeah.
So one of them says, yes, I absolutely remember Pat mentioning the soldiers at the base of the mountain and them telling her to leave. Like, I heard it too. The other guy, he's like, I'm sorry, I have really bad hearing from when I was a DJ. Okay. So he's like, I actually didn't hear like anything you guys said that entire day because I'm deaf.
More proof, don't become a DJ. It might keep you from some very important information in your life.
So Margaret's like, okay, can't trust the DJ. But the other person confirmed, yes, they also heard it. So I know I'm not crazy.
Yes. And the other person wasn't like, no, that didn't happen.
Exactly.
It was just, oh, I couldn't hear.
He was
which
like,
is very different.
I was a DJ.
Yeah.
Clearly. I can't hear anything. Yeah. He was just there for fun.
Yeah.
For the vibes. So a few days later, Margaret, she's in a shop and she's making photocopies of this like artist's drawing of the UFO from Pat's description of it. And a woman is standing behind her in line and she taps her on the shoulder. She goes, I'm so sorry. Like, this is so rude. I know I'm like looking over your shoulder right now, but I saw that. And she like points to the photo.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And Margaret's like, what? She's like, yeah, on January 23rd, 1974, like the night of the earthquake meteor shower, I literally saw that exact object glowing, hovering up over the mountain.
Okay.
And Margaret's like,
tell me more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And she also told Margaret that she had been blocked from getting closer up to the mountain by a police roadblock that night.
So more proof.
Right. So our girl Margaret, she's like, I'm fucking ready. I'm ready to uncover the truth of what really happened the night of January 23rd, 1974. So now she decides that she's going to hold a community hall meeting in the town of Bala, I believe it is. And so many people show up to this meeting. Farmers, agriculture workers, retired firefighters, retired police officers, children of people that, you know, are no longer with us that had told their children stuff from that night. Everyone shows up. And the room is roaring with people's encounters from that night. Everyone's raising their hands. Everyone's talking over each other. Everyone wants to tell their story. And everyone described the exact same object that was hovering on top of Berwyn Mountain. And tons of people also claimed to have been visited by two men in black suits for
We got the men in black
to come.
people. We got the men in black.
That's right. You know when they show up. It's fucking real.
That's fucking real.
And at this point, Margaret was like feeling pretty validated over everything. She was like, I knew this was the case. Like, there's something going on. There's something wonky happening.
Yeah.
There's something being covered up here. And now I know it's real. She did have a lot of issues with people that were trying to like debunk her story. She ended up going back and forth with this one guy named Andy Roberts, who was literally like put on Earth to disprove the idea of UFOs.
Okay.
Like that was like what
He's got one goal and one goal only.
That was like what he was about. So he like tried to tarnish her name and all this stuff. Honestly, a lot of that shit was really boring. So I didn't.
Yeah,
it's really not necessary to my UFO story.
None of our business.
Couldn't be me. So we're not. I don't even care. But Margaret, she's like, I can't be stopped. And she starts doing like tons of interviews of all the people that were there that night and that like all the ones that said that they experienced the same thing. And she interviewed this one guy who claimed that he wrote to the police and to the Royal Air Force that night, like about what he had seen. And allegedly, the police told him that they had destroyed their records of that night. And then the Royal Air Force told him that they had absolutely no reports of UFO sightings that night, even though people had seen them on the mountains in the days following the incident.
Yeah.
So you're a liar.
There was literally like dozens of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, since there was no physical evidence of a UFO, it's hard to definitively say what occurred that night. But the lack of physical evidence with all the witnesses, in my opinion, I say that's proof that there was a giant government cover-up here.
And that people were seeing police and military allegedly blocking roads.
And soldiers forcing them to leave. Like, I'm sorry. Hello, government cover-up.
Classic government cover-up. We talk about it all of the time. You shouldn't be shocked.
And many people believe that whatever like wreckage of a UFO from that night, if there was one, was obviously cleaned up very quickly. And it was sent over to the Rudlow Manor, which is in the Royal Air Force Base.
Got it. Okay.
And to this day, this incident is commonly referred to as the Roswelsh incident.
I see what you did there.
Instead of Roswell, because it's Welsh. But yeah, that is the Berwyn Mountain UFO incident.
Yeah, that one's interesting because, you know, we're just so used to hearing about our government trying to cover things up. So it's always a fun, silly time to listen to somebody else's country fuck some stuff up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's nice to know we're not alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We're not alone in the universe. We're not alone in the government. Corruption.
We're not alone in government corruption. Like, you guys might have healthcare, but they still are hiding aliens from you. So at least we have that in common.
That's so true.
Yeah.
We're one and the same.
One and the same. Well, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
That's a fun one.
It is.
Yeah. Well, how about we round this out with a very special listener story?
Yes.
So this is from Natalie and Alexis. Natalie used to work with Amanda, and it's also Natalie's birthday.
It was Natalie's birthday last week. Yes. Happy birthday,
Happy
Natalie.
birthday, Natalie. We did bump you to the top because nepotism.
Yeah. And just because I was like, I love Natalie. And this has been a story that this was a story Natalie told me a long time ago.
When you worked together?
No.
Oh, really?
We just had dinner together one night and she told me this story and she was like, I need to get together with my cousin.
Oh, to write it
down because it's her cousin's story.
Yes.
So thank you for doing that. I'm so excited.
So it starts, hello, spooky baddies. Natalie here, Amanda's ex-coworker. Hi, Amanda, winky face. I have been wanting to share this story with you for a long, long time. This is a mysterious story of my cousin Alexis. We came together and wrote this for you to share on the pod and see if anything similar has ever happened to any of your listeners, and also gain your opinion. So here it goes. This story will be told through Alexis's point of view.
Hello, Alexis.
When I was 5 years old, my family and I moved into a new apartment in Chula Vista. We had been living there for less than a year when on a chilly fall night, I was awakened by my neighbor's dog barking, and suddenly I saw a light blinding me. I wasn't sure what was happening, but the way that my bed was set up, it was facing the window, so I was still waking up to a light turning brighter and brighter, which almost felt like it was behind my eyes.
Ooh.
At the same time, my neighbor's dog stopped barking, and I started to view myself in the third person.
No.
I was suddenly viewing my home from outside. I saw a large tarp around the apartment. We were on the corner unit and the back area where the neighbor's dog was at, as if they were fumigating my house. My home was completely sectioned off. It was like I was dreaming, but I was wide awake at the same time. I proceeded to see the bright lights again and a lot of white, almost like a surgical room or a laboratory setting, and I couldn't make out what it was. But just like that, I was back in my body. I saw the white light again. Then I started to hear tiny little voices communicating and saw myself laying down with gray, lengthy hands moving around throughout my body, along with hearing clicking sounds.
Okay, I have chills.
Yeah, that's all I remember from that night. Sunlight peered into my room and I was awake, and I sat up and suddenly my nose starts to bleed profusely. I remember immediately getting out of bed and trying to get my mom while rushing to the bathroom in the process. I was extremely lightheaded, confused, drowsy, and all over just out of it. I went throughout my day, but I didn't feel like myself. But as a child, you don't really think much of it. So I just moved on. I, of course, didn't really understand what was going on until I experienced this again later in my life.
Oh my God.
I can't really remember how many times this happened to me at this house, but I do remember is how many times I woke up with nosebleeds, drowsiness, and the same feelings over and over again.
The nosebleeds.
Yeah, that's like physical evidence.
Yeah.
When I was around 8 years old, my family moved again. We moved to a cute house in Imperial Beach, and by this time we had a dog. His name was Brownie, and he was the cutest, most loyal Jack Russell ever. We were living there for 6 months now, when the same thing happened to me again, and this time I saw everything in third person again. It was a summer night. I know it because Brownie was outside in the yard. My room was in the back corner of the house, and my window was on the right side of the house, where there was also a side yard that connected to my backyard. I woke up to Brownie barking very loudly. I saw the bright light, and then the barking stopped.
Can you imagine, like, you're older now and you have already experienced this and you're like, not again, not again.
Yeah, you're just like, here we go again.
But now since you're older, you have even more fear of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe more understanding that this is not normal. That is when I had another out-of-body experience. I saw my house in the third person again. This time, my room and the side yard were sectioned off by the tarp. I saw the bright lights again, and my mind cut back to seeing myself in first person and seeing and hearing the same tiny voices, lengthy gray hands. The next day, again, a nosebleed, followed by drowsiness, etc. At that point in time, I knew something was going on, but I obviously could not pinpoint it. It wasn't until maybe a month or two later I saw the movie Signs at home with my parents, and what was to come was not expected at all.
Oh my God.
As soon as the movie showed/discussed aliens, I put 2 and 2 together. I didn't know what aliens were before then, but there I was realizing it all on the couch next to my family.
I literally have chills right now.
I remember getting teary-eyed and filled with what I would say was anxiety. I went into a full panic attack. My parents were confused as to what was going on, but I didn't know how to explain everything that I was feeling. So as most Hispanic parents do, they just laughed it off and made jokes to scare me more. I later on in life thought that to myself, how could I have been so terrified of something I technically had no idea of? All I could compare it to was how someone is scared of something due to a bad experience with said thing. For example, a kid terrified of clowns because of a bad experience. So does that mean that subconsciously I knew that aliens were and had already experienced them in my life and was fully conscious? All of it struck me with panic. Anyway, I was experiencing many nosebleeds, so many nosebleeds, that my mom took me to the doctor, and even they couldn't explain the heavy nosebleeds. So they ended up cauterizing my nose right vein.
Wow.
Cauterizing means pretty much burning, destroying the tissue to prevent it from ever bleeding.
Wow.
Fast forward to the 6th grade. I'm now 11 years old, and my mom got a great job in Texas, so we moved again. We had left Brownie with my grandma because we didn't want to take him out of his environment, and we got a new dog, which I also named Brownie, or Brownie 2.0. He was a cute Chihuahua mix that looked identical to the original Brownie. Same brown spots and all. He slept with me every single night in my room, and we were living in this house for about 4 months when it happened again.
They're following you, babe.
I woke up to Brownie 2.0 whimpering at something, and then suddenly I was in the third person again. We lived in an apartment on the 1st floor, and I saw my part of the complex tented off and relived the same experience. The following day, nosebleeds, drowsiness, everything that you expect.
I would be so scared.
The doctor had only cauterized my right nostril, so this time the blood was flowing through my left nostril.
Shut the fuck up.
Unfortunately, my mom ended up getting very sick, so we moved back to California after living in Texas for only a year so that we could be with family. Fast forward a bit again, and I was a freshman in high school this time, so I was just about 14 years old. This is when we moved into a new home in National City, and it was my last and worst experience of all.
Oh my God.
I woke up to the neighbor's dog barking, and the same thing happened. Third person view of my home. It was tented and sanctioned off. Cut to bright lights. Cut to me seeing myself in the first person, seeing the lengthy gray hands on my body, hearing the same little voices. And this time, my mom did not ignore this. She ended up taking me to the doctor immediately after waking up with the same symptoms, bloody nose, etc. It was never determined what the cause of all these symptoms, which seemed to be so random to everyone, were. And at this point, I had explained to my parents that I thought I was being abducted by aliens because now with the access to the internet, shout out Tumblr, LOL, I would read about other experiences and could relate to them so much. My parents would just laugh it off, and so it just became a joke and a well-known fact that I was terrified of aliens. That was the last time I fully remember having an experience like that. I am now 30 years old and have overcome my fear of aliens, and if anything, I'm more so intrigued by them. I wonder what caused these experiences to come to an end. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but just a thought that runs through my head. I want to thank you for your time reading my story, as I know my cousin Natalie has been asking for me to put this together for some time now. Happy birthday to her and her beautiful soul. Thank you again. Can't wait to hear if others can relate to this and overall just people's comments. Bye, Alexis.
Wow.
That's like one of the most compelling first person stories we've gotten about aliens, I think.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever had a listener story actually tell us that they remember like
That it happened to them.
hands
Yeah.
and like being in a surgical room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I was at dinner with Natalie, she was like, girl, my cousin has the craziest alien encounters that's happened multiple times throughout her life. I have to get her to write this down for you.
It's the returning thing, which is another thing that we see very often in alien abduction stories where people like, you know, it happens to them multiple times or like throughout their entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was great. Thank you so much for sharing that,
Yes,
Alexis.
seriously, thank you.
And shout out to Brownie and Brownie 2.0. Adorable. I had rats growing up, and I named my first rat Juliet. And then I had a chicken that was my pet chicken, and I named her Juliet the second. So same girl.
I do remember that.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. If you have a story or just a comment or anything interesting to say, make sure you check us out at dtkpod.com/contact. You can send us your stories there, or, you know, like I said, like input on other various things.
Yeah, if you guys have a similar story and you've been just afraid to share it,
Now's the time.
but you
can be a non. Give us a fake name.
but you resonated with Alexis's story, let us know.
Yeah. Also, we want to catch you in the comments on Spotify and Instagram if you had similar experiences or stuff like that.
Yes.
So, because Alexis is looking for community. Okay.
Please, come on, guys.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you are having a wonderful beginning to November. And most importantly, make sure you keep that front door locked.
Make sure you keep your mind open
And keep drinking the Kool-Aid.